Imagine this: your surroundings as the silent orchestrator of your daily choices, subtly nudging you towards certain behaviors and away from others. It's a concept that might seem obvious once pointed out, yet its implications are profound. How often do we stop to consider just how much our environment shapes our actions, our habits, and ultimately, our lives? Take temptation and accessibility, for instance. Picture yourself at home after a long day at work. You're tired, maybe a bit stressed, and the idea of heading to the gym feels daunting. But what if, instead of having to travel miles to get there, the gym were just a few steps away from your front door? Suddenly, the barrier to exercise seems much lower, and the temptation to opt for a healthier choice becomes more appealing. Now, let's talk about discipline. It's easy to chalk up someone's success to sheer willpower or innate talent, but often, it's their ability to optimize their environment that sets them apart. Think of the person who consistently eats well not because they have superhuman self-control, but because their kitchen is stocked with nutritious foods, while junk food is tucked away out of sight. Their environment supports their desired behavior, making it easier to stick to their goals. So, how can we leverage this idea of environmental optimization to improve our own lives? Let's start with some practical examples. Imagine walking into your kitchen and seeing a bowl overflowing with vibrant, fresh fruit sitting right there on the counter. It's colorful, enticing, and requires minimal effort to grab a piece and enjoy. Contrast that with a jar of cookies tucked away in a cupboard, out of sight but not out of mind. Which option are you more likely to reach for when hunger strikes? By simply rearranging your environment to make healthier choices more visible and accessible, you're setting yourself up for success. The same principle applies to exercise. Instead of relegating your workout equipment to a dark corner of the garage where it's easily forgotten, why not display it prominently in your home? Keep your yoga mat unrolled in the living room or hang your dumbbells where you can't miss them. By making exercise a visible and integrated part of your environment, you're more likely to incorporate it into your daily routine. But it's not just about making desirable behaviors easier. It's also about making undesirable behaviors more difficult. Consider the example of distractions like gaming consoles or television. These devices, while entertaining, can also be major time sinks that detract from more productive activities. By consciously limiting their accessibility, perhaps by storing them out of sight or setting designated usage times, you can create a more conducive environment for focusing on your goals. Now, you might be wondering, does manipulating our environment really make that much of a difference? The answer, backed by research, is a resounding yes. Studies have shown time and time again that small changes to our surroundings can have a significant impact on our behavior. Whether it's rearranging the layout of a cafeteria to encourage healthier eating or placing a trash can closer to a recycling bin to promote sustainability, the power of environmental manipulation is undeniable. Consider, too, the effect of our environment on our decision-making processes. When we're surrounded by options that are conducive to our goals, whether that's eating well, exercising regularly, or staying focused on work, we're more likely to make choices that align with those goals. On the flip side, being constantly bombarded with temptations and distractions makes it all too easy to veer off course. But here's the silver lining. We have far more control over our environment than we might realize. Sure, we can't always change the layout of our office or the location of our favorite fast food joint, but we can make small tweaks to our immediate surroundings that can have a big impact. It's about taking ownership of our space and actively shaping it to support the kind of lifestyle we want to lead. So, the next time you find yourself struggling to stick to your goals, take a step back and look at your environment with fresh eyes. Are there simple changes you can make healthier choices more accessible? Are there distractions you can remove or minimize to stay focused? By optimizing your surroundings in this way, you're not only setting yourself up for success, but also reclaiming control over your own life. After all, when it comes to shaping our behavior, our environment may just be the most powerful tool we have. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with friends to support our channel.